Well, alright guys, Hayzink here, and you're back on the channel watching another Street Fighter Duel video. So in today's video we're going to be talking about a character who, honestly, when I pulled this unit I thought, you know what, what's all the fuss about? I don't really see why people keep saying that she's so good. But then I found out, through using her, that it takes a little bit to get her to be good, but when she's good, she's damn good, right? So this character is Rose. Unfortunately, she's another one of these rare characters, but you know what guys, these rare characters are awesome, you know, like, if I had to tier list them between who you should go for first, who you should go for second, I'm really leaning towards saying that Bison 1, Rose 2. I love Judy, but Bison 1, Rose 2 for me right now, and we will explain in this video why. But there is a caveat to this, okay? Rose, more than Bison, in my opinion, doesn't shine until you get her to SS tier. When she gets to SS, that is when she really shines, okay? And we'll talk about why now. So, if we look at her skills, you can see what she does, right? So, her passive, she gets a Joker card. Joker card basically records your HP. If you lose a certain amount of HP, I think it's if you fall below 20% it says here, or after 12 seconds, it'll restore HP, but it only goes back to like 40% of your max HP, right? It doesn't go over that. So it doesn't give you full HP back, but it gives you a nice chunk of HP back, right? When you've got her leveled a bit, that goes a little bit higher. For me, it can go to 60%, right? So that's not why she's in my team. Right? That's not why I've got her there at all, right? So let's go through her kit and then I'll explain what makes her so good. But part of the thing that makes her so good is written here, but it's not the thing that makes her so good, so we'll get to it, right? So, swings a yellow cloth to lash at the nearest target 7 times, dealing soul damage equal to 516% of attack in total, gains one of the following tarot cards. Wands, which is crit up by 10%, Pentacle, pressure up by 10%, Cups, effect accuracy up by 20%, Swords, speed up by 20%, okay? Now try and remember those if you can, right? Because this is important, we'll come back to this, right? So anyway, level 2, increases damage to 593 of attack. After collecting all 4 tarot cards, dealing damage triggers an AoE soul damage equal to 277% of attack at the target's location, trigger interval 10 seconds, right? Her second skill, Destiny Tarot is inflicted on all enemy targets. All teammates receive 1 life tarot, and at level 3, when deployed in the starting lineup, all teammates gain 1 life tarot and enemy targets are inflicted with 1 destiny tarot, okay? She can inflict weaken, attack down by 5% for 15 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. Destiny tarots, this is what you get. No, this is what they get. Is that right? Aye. Increases damage taken by 5%, target explodes if the soul damage if it takes soul damage using up 1 stack and dealing area damage equal to 120% of attack. There's also a 25% base chance of inflicting 1 times weaken, stacks up to 3 times. Life Tarot reduces damage taken by 15%, target explodes if it takes a ranged attack using up to 1 stack, restoring HP equal to 60% attack to allies in the same area, stacks up to 3 times. So when I kind of use Rose actively, sometimes I've not even really got her doing anything apart from that. She's just there doing that, right? That's it. She's there doing that, but we'll get to it in a minute, what makes her clutch for me, right? Finally, level 3. Launches Aura Soul Spark that strikes multiple targets 8 times, dealing soul damage equal to 626% of attack. For each stack of weaken on the target, the damage is increased by 10%. So for each stack of weaken, this is level 2, on the target the damage is increased to 12%. Level 3, if the target has 5 weakens, the skill ignores 30% of the target's defense, okay? Now, again, I says to you that this isn't why I find her clutch for me, right? This is why I find her clutch. Again, you've got to get her to SS for this, right? You do, you have to get her to SS. But this here is where she becomes clutch, right? So, skill the Magician. After other allied fighters increase skills, they will randomly gain one of the 4 tarot cards. Wands, crit up by 10%, Pentacle, pressure up by 10%, Cups, effect accuracy up by 20%, Swords, speed up by 20%. The minute I unlocked that, I flew through content. Absolutely flew through content, okay? But what I will say is there's an element of RNG that starts to come into battles when you've got this, right? You can put the same team out 3 times and do nothing different and it'll beat them on the 3rd time, because on the first 2 times you didn't get the cards that were going to do the best for you, but on that 3rd time you got the cards that were really going to help you, and it really helped your characters bust through and do that much more damage. The thing about this as well is if we scroll up, unlocked at level 5, assist skill takes effect when the fighter is in the assist position. When the assisted fighter unleashes a skill, they gain 1 of 4 random tarot cards, same as above, right? And the assisted fighter gains an additional 10% of Rose's attack when all 4 cards are unlocked. So what that basically means is, if you've got Rose sitting on that top slot, so even if she's not in battle, she's still going to be giving someone like Bison additional crit rate, it's more speed, if you've got them linked to this unit, which can be awesome. It can be absolutely awesome, right? And if we look down here as well, you'll see as you level her, unlocked at level 10, increases the effect potency of the 4 tarot cards by 100%. So that's you going from getting 10% crit to 20, 10% pressure to 20, 20% accuracy, say, to 40, and 20 speed up to 40 speed. It's huge, right? Makes a massive difference. And I only just unlocked this level 20. I've not actually done a stage yet with her at level 20. When another allied fighter gains 1 of the 4 random tarot cards, Rose has a 50% chance to receive the same tarot card. So think about this, you've got 3 characters on your main line. Every time those characters unleash a super attack, because Rose has got this level, they will gain 1 of their own tarot cards. Rose then has a 50% chance of getting that tarot card, okay? And when she's got all 4, she unleashes a massive load of damage herself. So even just sitting there being a buffer, so just buffing you on turn 2 with the cards to make sure you can take less damage and you can survive, not even actively attacking, she's going to be gaining these cards passively from your other fighters, and once she's got all 4, bang, she's going to explode and put a large bunch of damage out onto the battlefield and actually extremely hurt people and really help you clear a lot more content. I love her now. I absolutely love her now. Like I say, when I first pulled her, I was very much now I love her. I mean, when I started this game out, my 2 go-to characters were Evil Ryu and Chun-Li. Now, Chun-Li, I don't even use her. Chun-Li is soul bonded with Sakura, and I use Sakura in the top line, and I use Ryu in the top line as well to basically link to Bison and give him a bit more damage because it can be quite useful. But really, this character for me, she's top tier. She's absolutely top tier. I don't believe in tier lists because I think people will get different things from different builds, different characters and stuff, so I don't want to arbitrarily say this unit's better than this unit, because ultimately characters all have a string in their bow that makes them extremely strong and very good. And a lot of people who write up tier lists and stuff, they've not even gone far enough into the game, they've not put enough of investment into the characters to actually judge them. Really, while it's going to sound a bit tough for people to swallow, a lot of these characters do not really excel until you do things like this, until you do things like level up their fighting spirits and unlock different things. When you do that, it can be an absolute game changer. The character can just become something else entirely. But for me, that's Rose. She's absolutely fantastic. If you can get her, awesome. If you've got a few Bisons already, maybe Rose would be worth selecting for you. But again, I do stress, I personally don't think she really shines until you get her to SS tier. So you've got to weigh that up. It can be quite a difficult thing to get these characters to SS tier, but if you do, she is godly, absolutely godly. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.